You're on, sir.
Hi, this is Keith Champagne. I'm not just a furry, but I also play one at conventions. Welcome to the episode.
Is the one obvious thing.
What's wrong with him?
His girl just broke it off.
It's her father. He doesn't want her dating a zombie.
Why? What are they, demons?
She is predeceased.
An outsider?
Man, you're asking for trouble.
She broke my heart.
You're a zombie. Technically, you don't even have a heart.
After all of the great cinema that we brought to the world, and we still get no respect.
I don't know why he doesn't like me. I'm responsible. A full-time job.
You work at a haunted house in October.
I'm trying to be healthy. She's a vegan, so...
Wait, you're giving up meat?
Oh, come on.
What are you gonna do? Attack a farmer's market to try to impress her?
Now, if he was a vampire, you'd have a much better chance with her death.
Yeah, those pretty bastards.
I didn't think this would be that hard.
Hard? Man, I'm a zombie and I'm black.
Oh, here we go.
I blame the educational system.
I blame the media.
I blame George Romero.
Oh. How could you be so disrespectful?
Coffee?
Zombies don't know much, but they do know good coffee. Deadly Grounds. It's coffee to die for, and zombie approved.
Who's George Romero?
Just have some coffee.
Hey, happy Tuesday, everybody. You are watching Splash Pages. My name is Leo. I'm the monkey behind the keyboard here. We have an amazing show scheduled for you, as always. And we're going to kick it on over to Jar Jar. How's it going?
Holy crap, I'm first. Hey, everybody. It's Tuesday night, and we're here. We're a little bit short. Oh, what's that noise? Anybody hear that?
Yeah.
I heard it.
Okay, it's gone now. All right. On to Mahana, right?
Yeah. Hey.
Hi guys. Hey guys. Good to be back. Another Tuesday. Of course, always looking forward to our guests, especially returning guests. So let's get on with it, I suppose.
Carrie.
Hey everybody. Happy Tuesday. We have got an excellent show for you tonight. I cannot get enough of this man. I keep bringing him back and back and back. And well, I heard it. Hi, Dylan. Anyway, getting ready to introduce. Talking about this. What's going on? Are we drunk? No, I'm working on it. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Tonight we have one of my favorite creators on who we keep bringing back. I just had him on the other night. I can't get enough of him. he is written and drawn for all the big stuff, but he does his own work, which is the best stuff. You want to go over and see the owner of New Pain Pro, the world's third best cribbage player underneath me, and the now ranking 12th most handsome man in comics. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mr. Keith Champagne.
Ooh.
I'm back. Let's talk some more. What is that noise?
Yeah, it's MJ.
MJ's
Scaring me. I thought it was me. My
I muted the MJ.
equipment so
Yeah, just unmute yourself when you talk.
Hey, Dylan.
So
Dylan's back. Keith's back.
So, guys,
Yay!
I got two questions.
All right.
Number one, who's the number one cribbage player?
So at this point in time, I think Paul Pelletier is the best.
Oh.
Because I played Paul in Albany a couple months ago, and he beat me in 2 games out of 3. And Kari beat me last summer in the game. And those are the only 3 losses I've had in like 5 years. So I think I've been bumped down to 3rd. But, you know, I'm going to bring a board with me to TrovaCon this year, and Paul's going to be there, and Kari's going to be there.
Title.
So I'm coming hard, and I'm coming to take my belt back.
All right.
Second
and I'll have to
question.
try Paul.
Who put you so low on the list for best looking comic personality?
Well, my mom, to be honest with you.
Damn.
I showed her a bunch of pictures, and you know, she was honest about it. I was 14th, but John Cassaday passed away, and he was so handsome that he took up 2 spots. So I dropped down to 12th. And I'm working out. Maybe I'll get to 11 someday.
Life goals, you know?
Life goals.
But really, you have a lot of stuff going on right now, like between books, distribution, and Kickstarters. Like, holy crap! When does one sleep? But what's probably actually, how does one sleep with all that going on? That's a lot of hats going.
Like a baby. One sleeps like a baby.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, no, I don't. I think because I've been doing this stuff for so long, I don't stress about anything anymore.
See, I stress so much I have to take a PRN before shows and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the distribution stuff, which I'm sure we're going to talk about, is new, and so I'm still, you know, feeling my way into that and kind of learning the lay of the land. But the rest of it, you know, I've done many Kickstarters at this point. I've been lucky to have created many comic books over the years for many companies, and so it's just, you know, it's just part of life. So it doesn't keep me up.
That's cool.
Luckily.
Man.
I mean, we all have those nights where we can't turn our brains off, right?
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, I get those too once in a while, but not usually to do with work, unless it's like an idea for something new that popped into my head and I can't let go of it. Then it's not usually to do with work.
Do you ever dream your comics?
I'm sorry?
Do you ever dream your comics? Like you get a story going, you're thinking about it, you fall asleep, and then like you dream something that maybe not necessarily the exact comic, but you dream something that's like related to the project you're working on. I do. That's why I'm asking.
I don't think I do. If I do, I don't remember it. I think like when I sleep, that's like a break from comics, and then during the day, it's all comics all the time in my mind.
Well, speaking of the Kickstarter, I'm gonna bring it up right here.
Yeah,
this
this
the
is
Jerry Ordway one. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we're okay.
You had a $7,000 goal, and you're at 24,000 right now. With what, 2 days? A little less than 2 days to go.
Yeah, this one has worked out pretty well so far. You know, I mean, it's nothing, very little to do with me, and all to do with Jerry. I mean, Jerry's amazing, and he's, you know, a literal legend of comic books.
How did you two get together to form this idea? or is this completely all Jerry?
No, this is my idea. I think I first Jerry and I grabbed a pizza last year at Terrificon, like the night before the show started, and I think, or maybe the year before, I forget when it was. But I know last year I broached the topic of doing a sketchbook for him through New Pain, and he liked the idea. And then I just emailed him, 4 or 5 months ago and said, "Hey, you want to follow up on this?" Because I have a slot opening in the summer for another project. And then as we got to talking, Proton is very near and dear to Jerry's heart. It's a character he created when he was a kid, and he's carried it with him, his entire career. And I like doing double feature campaigns or 2-in-1 campaigns because it allows me to get 2 books published in the time it usually takes to do one.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a good fit with the art of Jerry Orby to combine Proton with it, and it's helped to really propel the campaign into a really good funding goal. I'm happy about that. I'll be able to give Jerry a really nice check in a couple of weeks.
What's been the most difficult part of this?
I mean, this one, honestly, this has been one of the easiest ones, but it's only because it's Jerry.
Mm.
This one really kind of sold itself. There have been little, aggravations behind the scenes, like there always are. And this one here, and it's all my fault, in that I have some original Jerry art that I inked for an issue of the Atom that we did together. And I had planned to add it to the campaign today, kind of like a boost for the last couple of days. When you run Kickstarters, I often will add things throughout the campaign, and I offer them to the existing backers first. But the reason that I do that is you want to kind of jig the algorithm. So when you add add-ons like that in mid-campaign, and then a few backers jump in and pick up new stuff, especially in the lull period of a campaign in the middle, it just sort of it's like adding little shock paddles to the campaign, and it makes the algorithm notice you again, and it boosts you back up on Kickstarter's pages. So, I had planned on the original art being offered today, but then I lost it. I can't find it anywhere.
Oh no, you don't want to lose your original art.
Yeah, and I have a personal collection of art that I don't bring to shows or anything, and I thought it was there, but I was wrong. So then I contacted several people that had bought a lot of pages from me over the years, like maybe I sold it by accident, but haven't been able to turn it up. So, c'est la vie.
Well, I liked a lot of the different add-ons and stuff that you're putting on. You can get all the different comics and the metal prints. I thought that was awesome. I'm like, I've since I got done talking to you about the Kickstarter stuff, I can now go and fund things because people can't see how much I spent then, which is why I don't do them when I had to on the show. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to go back now because I didn't notice that when I was rereading through it for today. I don't think you added that new. I think I just completely missed it when I was going through it before. But yeah, you put a lot of fun things in all the campaigns you do. He does a lot of mutual things with BackerKit and Kickstarter because you can only be running one at the same time. I discovered this when I interviewed him. If you missed it, it was just last week.
A couple of weeks ago, yeah, right?
A week or two ago, yeah. But so you can oftentimes if you get one thing on BackerKit and one thing on Kickstarter, if you do both of them, you'll get a special prize. Like Jar and I both have remarked Masters of the Universe books.
Oh yeah.
Because yeah. Do you have mine's over there? I can't get.
I can get to mine. Hold on.
I had an incident earlier getting up. My sofa's here, my table's here, my ottoman's here. I'm in a corner and I tripped.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Cover, very nice. Thank you very much. You know what's weird? I just noticed it's not signed.
Yeah, I have a bad habit of forgetting to sign things, and it's bit me a couple of times. where I've mailed out commissions or what have you, then I'll get kind of an annoying email like, "Oh, you didn't sign it." I don't think I do that. Even when are you okay, MJ?
We were
No,
She was literally just talking about this
I
before
was
you.
just talking
somebody
about
else.
that. Something else. This weekend, I just went to. I went to Monster Expo. And the same thing happened. It was fun. I went for an autograph. They did a lovely inscription. They were great. I looked out and I'm like, wait a minute. There's something missing. And I realized, yeah, they didn't actually sign it, you know. So I was very polite about it. They were fantastic. They're really polite. And it was just one of those funny stories. Like, yep, but of course you meet so many people in a day, in a weekend. It's insane. It's of course things are going to happen. It's not that, you know, most people are pretty understanding about it, really.
And Keith, you sometimes sign inside, or because I have things that are double signed by you, because I've gotten it like you sign it when I buy it, and then I'm like I've flipped through it and I missed that like I'm looking for it on the cover, which is where most people just deface the covers with their signature, and you'll like sign it inside or in the back or something like that, and I've taken it up to you like, well, look, it's right here. I'm just like, oh, and you're like, I'll sign it again. So,
my name
makes up for the ones you forget.
Back in the 80s or 70s or what have you, comic creators would sign the splash page, like in the margins, and I kind of like that better than signing the covers.
Me too. I'm gonna start going back to asking people to do that instead of the covers.
For sure.
I gotta get you to write your name or to sign up by name, because you're just a signer. You do that, because some people are very picky about like if they'll sign for somebody, because people will flip them, and they don't want to have it. So it's like, but I'm like, yeah, please use my name, because I have no intention of ever getting rid of this until I die. And then Drew is in my will, inheriting my entire comic book collection. So I guess I could have it say like to Carrie and Drew eventually,
Yeah, in parentheses,
that's awesome.
And Drew eventually.
Yes, a little.
That's kind of funny.
Anywhere, any place, anyhow. So so Terrificon is apparently the place where things happen. It's where cribbage happens. It's where ideas like the Jerry Ordway sketchbook happens. It's where you're going to be in a few weeks, and there's going to be some more cribbage happening, and some more fun happening. What all books are you going to be? Do you think you're bringing this year? I'm drilling you on it. So
I mean, I haven't really planned it out yet, but I'm sure that I'll have a lot of the Stranger Things books that I've done, because those they're good to catch the casual eye when people walk past my table. People recognize Stranger Things, and so that's like the worm on the hook. And then when I reel them into the table, then I ignore them, because you don't want to seem too like you want to sell too much. You want to play kind of aloof and hard to get. So then I'll pretend I'm drawing something, and maybe pay a little bit of attention to the person at my table. And then it's like cookie crumbs. Like it's like they get that delicious cookie crumb of attention, and then they throw their money at me. There's psychology to it for sure. But we'll have, I'll have my own personal table, which is what I usually do at Terrificon. And then next to me, we'll have the New Pain table, which is my company. And that'll have the full selection of New Pain books. Probably with the exception of the Ordway sketchbook. I'm going to get some copies in time for Jerry for that show. I play hard to get to, Brad. Thank you. But I won't sell at my table if Jerry's selling them at his table.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like that's a gentleman's agreement. Like let him handle that at the show.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was that you had working beside you last year, selling for you.
My convention daughter.
Okay.
Hugh Asbury, who's a kid that I've watched grow up, and she or they, she goes by both pronouns, really enjoys working the table. So it's kind of like our yearly thing. Like we'll spend a few days together, and she works at the New Pain table. And I've taught her well. She's very aloof. She doesn't really interact very much with the people that come up. So.
Well, very good at how much are these going for? How much are you willing to spend on them?
Yes.
For the college
She
fund.
doesn't know anything. I usually look for a menu with the prices on it, but then she won't refer to the menu, and she'll forget what something costs or whatever. So she'll just try to play along and make some sales. She's a great kid. I really love her.
Oh yeah, and you were saying that some of the money that was going through was going towards her college fund, so I was just like, here you go, take it. I
Yeah.
know I'm gonna love it, so shut up, take my money, go to college.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She's doing very well in college too. So,
Oh good.
and thanks to you paid for it.
You have no idea. Are
I
there
don't really have trinkets, Brad. I don't have prints either. Although I'm going to have a print this year at the show. We did a Woman of New Pain print with
Nice.
Dave Rake and Electricia and Amanda, the Purple Alien from Jump, and then a new character, my completely nude character, the Naked Truth, who's going to be a campaign coming up in August.
Oh, is that
What's
Nice.
that about?
Red Allen?
Well, I mean, she's a superhero. I don't think I'm giving much away because on the primary cover, there's a slug. It basically breaks everything down. It says, "Clothes are her kryptonite." So if she puts on clothing, she loses her powers. The only way that she can fight crime is to be completely naked. And I like the idea.
That's a little distracting.
I like the idea of that someone has to be completely vulnerable in order to be invulnerable. And so I kind of built a book out of that. So she'll be on the print, and the print is drawn by Pat Olive and inked by John Dell.
Oh, sweet.
And it's being
Very cool.
colored right now.
There was a fun thing in
But by the way, I'll have 20 copies of The Naked Truth #1 at the table too for Terrificon.
save one
Nice.
for me, love.
Very nice. Very nice.
I'm there was a thing in Terry Pratchett's Discworld where for some reason the female werewolves and the vampires, like when they transform into either wolves or bats, when they come back together, they're naked for some reason. Like the men transform back into their clothes and they're all rugged, and two of them are on the night guard or the night watch, and there's something like, don't you feel incredibly vulnerable whenever you have to come in and be like, if you want to see anything, if you want to see men just drop everything and not know what to do, pop a naked woman in front of them and they will just be like, but I do.
Duh.
What do I do here? It gives them enough time that they can just get the punch in and drop them down. So it's a very effective technique that you're using there.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried it myself, but I just get around.
I got a character for you if you ever want a villain or something, a person that their superpower is throwing up on the person and the stomach acid eats away at them.
That's
a tough one.
There's a character like that in Keith Giffen's Trencher who had pinpoint projectile vomiting. He had a jaw machine, and he would eat all these things, and then it would the metal jaw thing or whatever.
Been stolen.
No, but he didn't have the stomach acid thing. He just ate a bunch of gross stuff and puked on people. So yours actually does damage. So other than gross. So I think
yeah. I mean, the gross factor is high. Let's be real. That's gross, but
Makes me think of the Brundlefly.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yes, yes.
What is the Brundlefly?
Jeff Goldblum. Fly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. I was scared of him for decades. I saw that when I was a little one, and I was just like, that man is scary. And then eventually it's like, actually, he's quite talented and he's a very nice looking man. But the first time I saw him, he was vomiting acid on things and had boils and things on his face. And I was like, that guy, I don't know.
So you're working with Jerry Ordway on this Kickstarter. Both of you are from Connecticut. Are you looking to maybe team up with any other Connecticut residents?
Sure. I mean, I haven't thought that far ahead in terms of like a next sketchbook or anything. But it would be great to do one with, Howard Porter is in Connecticut. Ron Garney's in Connecticut. It makes it easy logistically. Like, I'm going to meet up with Jerry next week and give him some of the sketchbooks to do the remarks so that they're done, in time to fulfill the campaign. Like, it's easy driving distance. It's like an hour for each of us. And so if I could do something with one of those guys, that'd be great too. Like, I love both their work. And I don't know them very well. I mean, I know Howie a little bit better. But, I've reached out to a couple of artists too for another sketchbook. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah. I noticed a bunch of you congregate at there's a con in Connecticut. Or sorry, not Connecticut. Montville. Our hometown.
Yeah.
And I forgot the name of it.
Well, it was it's, I think maybe you mean Chris Hebert's show. I forget, like a smaller con, right?
It's a smaller con near the goat cart place, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's running that anymore. But that was I did a couple of those shows, yeah.
Yeah.
And really just an excuse to go back to Montville, which is where I grew up.
That's always cool.
Yeah.
You get to go visit home.
Yeah, that's a big part of the appeal of Trivicon for me too. Is it's 5 minutes away from my childhood home, so I would take a minute to go through my old neighborhood and kind of check out my old house and stuff like that. It's nice to take a walk down memory lane.
Oh yeah.
We actually just sold my mom's old farmhouse in the Oakdale section of Montville.
Yeah,
and I don't know how much I've told you about it. It's after my dad passed, my mom had trouble, keeping up on it. So when I moved in back for a little while, there was a snake infestation. So the new buyer has, he gutted the whole place. He found a good handful of snakes alive in the walls.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
so they're still going there?
If you would like further information on this, please go to the Owlite Network, Owlite Society, Campfire Cinder, Leo Stories, because he not only narrates the entire story of his childhood, well, not the entire, but a good hour's worth of stories from his childhood. There are also pictures of like 6-foot-long black snakes hanging over things, and Leo like double hatcheting the snakes and getting hit in the head with a backhoe 3 times.
Three times.
Third time's the charm.
Oh, yeah.
You get the concussion on the third time.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I think that would probably freak me out if I would, had snakes in my walls. I'm not a big fan, for sure.
I'm not afraid of no snakes and spiders. None of that bothers me. I have a pet tarantula. I've had it for 5 years now, nearly. And it was weird. I don't have some people have afraid of water, snakes, or spiders. None of that. Everyone's like, you're weird. I'm like, I'm sure there's something out there. I've just not found it yet, but I don't want to sit there looking and finding out. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do all that. It's like an awful lot of trouble to go through.
I'm not great with heights or large spiders. I'm okay. Like, I'm okay with snakes. I raised them for a while, and I'm okay with smaller spiders. My ex, once there was like, okay, those little cellar spiders? They're like not even the size of a quarter, and they're just kind of pale white.
They're really tiny ones. They're like that big.
Yeah, they like. You can't see my walls because they're covered with stuff, but they have the basic white apartment paint on them. And you can barely see them. And there was one, and he was running around, and apparently when he goes into flight or fight mode, because he's usually flight, he starts humming tunes from The Wizard of Oz, and he's like running around with a newspaper. I'm like, what is wrong with you? There's a spider. And I'm like, okay, I'll get it. And I got it. He's like, just kill it. I'm like, I'm gonna just take it outside.
Calm down.
So I go get a cup and a newspaper, and it like jumped and slid underneath the newspaper, and he's like running across and I'm like, I was expecting there to be like, like a big female wolf spider. You know how those can like
Right.
half
Yeah.
the size of your hand,
Of course. Yeah.
And no, he's just like this little quarter-sized white spider, and oh my god, it's just
No,
like
we had.
I
I
just let
had
him live here otherwise.
when I was enlisted. I had Lance Corporal. He was very much very afraid of spiders. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, dear, because you're on the wrong place. This is literally the Hell's Litter Box, Iraq. No fucking nowhere. You know what? We have plenty of those in fucking Hell's Litter Box. Camel spiders, harmless, not gonna do anything to you, but they look scary as hell. I've never seen so many grown-ass men scream like children.
Just to change the subject here.
Just to go into actually talk about something Keith does.
Yes. Oh my god.
We can talk about spiders all day long if you want.
I am loving Jump. So 4 issues so far. How far is Jump planned out for?
The Jump is done.
Okay.
Oh.
And I thought I was done with Jump. But then just the other day, I thought of an idea. And it kept me up at night a little bit. So now I'm in the phase of my creative process where I try to ignore the idea as long as I can. And I hope that it goes away. But if it doesn't go away, then I'm going to have to make another Jump comic out of it. Like I find that the best ideas are the ones that refuse to let go.
Yeah.
And so
Absolutely.
I have a feeling this is going to end up being another Jump comic.
I
have a lot in front of me before I can get to it, but I think.
So you're not a person that writes every idea down. That's interesting.
No, I try to lose them. It really has to have staying power in the back of my mind
out
before I will eventually develop it.
See what
Jump leaves itself open to where it can be done, but there's always a way now for it to be carried on, and you have to read it so that you know what we're talking about.
How did you get the idea to make it so that the readers were continuing the stories per se?
No, I just the New Pain Challenge aspect of it was that like every issue is going to end in kind of an impossible cliffhanger. Like you can't continue the story after this. But every issue also has clues hidden in there as to how we're going to keep going into the next issue. And so the challenge was for readers to try to guess how we're going to do it. And I thought it was a good marketing hook, I guess, like something to kind of separate the book from just another superhero book. And I thought it would be interactive for the reader, kind of bring them into the world a little more and invest more heavily into the characters in the story to try to win the various prizes that we had, throughout these issues. By the third issue, leading into the fourth issue, I only had a couple of people guessing. So it kind of ran out of steam by the end of it. But the first 2 issues had some really creative, like really clever guesses from readers to the point where I was like, geez, I wish I had thought of one of these. Like if I might have used this, like instead of my own idea. Like there's some creative, smart people out there, and they should come write comics for me for sure.
I got so I never send anything to you because I was over. I think I overthink things so much, because I really wanted to be right. So I'm just like, what if this happened and this happened? Okay, we saw this, but and so I was just like, rather than be completely humiliated by sending Keith something with total tripe, I'll just say nothing.
Well, I mean, I would never hesitate. Like you definitely are kind of in the inner circle of New Pain. Like if you have an idea that you want to float past, by all means, like shoot a door.
Oh goodness, you don't know what you just opened.
Oh,
I was,
oh
I was
dear.
actually. Oh no!
Here's the file
Weird.
cabinet.
Yep.
No, like here's the thing. I was just talking to one of my publishers in prose, and he's looking for one of the next books that we're going to put out in a Cthulhu universe. To instead of just doing just the prose works, he wants to add a graphic novel element to it as well. So if I'll talk to you about that later. But
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like, we're looking at trying to figure out how to do that the right way because I don't know if he knows exactly what that entails as far as it. It's more than just paying somebody to draw a picture for like it's one thing to have an illustration for a story. It's another thing to have a graphic novel with all the. I'm not saying that he's stupid or anything. It's just it's a very different process. So
So, well, I mean, I'm stupid, and if I can do it, like anyone can do it. So, you definitely should pursue it further. And I am, as we are kind of inching our way into direct market with our books, I am looking for product to publish.
Oh, I was going to ask that if you've had anybody like bring comic book ideas yet.
Yeah, actually, when so last week on my Substack, I kind of spilled the beans that we're going to start distributing into comic shops, and we're in the catalog this month for our first two offerings, and I had several big two creators that read that reached out.
Oh, nice.
They were like, hey, can you teach me more about this, or how can I kind of get wrapped up in this a little bit? So I'm more than open to publishing their books. My company. It's just a matter of going slow at first because I don't want to go bankrupt.
Yeah.
Like I've lost a tremendous amount of money on the new pain books just through Kickstarter. And part of going to the direct market is trying to make some of that money back with a wider audience. But so just building up slow and then introducing these other books by other creators, when the time is right for them. And also, I don't want every new pain book to be a Keith Champagne book. Like, I want to have a diverse slate, which is going to include, the books that I've done or books that I'm going to do, but also other creators, also these art or sketchbooks that we're doing. There's a lot of things coming down the pike, but I have to be patient and not overextend myself. I got to do it like one step at a time, which is hard for me because I want to throw everything at the wall and see what sticks the most.
and that's through Philbo that you're going through right now, right?
Yeah.
But there's also Lunar distribution, and what's
Well, Lunar's a larger company. They're kind of taken over from, I guess they take over from Dynamite or Diamond rather, because Diamond is still out there, but I think in a reduced capacity. But Lunar kind of sprang up in the wake of the Diamond bankruptcy and collected a lot of large accounts. I think they distribute DC or Marvel or I don't even know, Dark Horse maybe, like a lot of the larger companies. So, but their terms are not, and not to get too inside baseball, but their terms make it harder to turn a profit on individual books. Whereas Philbo is more generous terms, even though they have a smaller reach, they have maybe 800 accounts in America and then some more in Canada and internationally. It's easier to turn a profit with Philbo.
Yeah, I think you have some pictures for the Philbo stuff.
Yep.
But sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to
No, it's okay.
get a graphic to go with it. Where all do they do they do Australia? Because I know that's a place that everybody from Australia is like, could you please sell something here so we don't have to pay for shipping?
It's hard, right? Like international shipping too is so prohibitive.
Oh my God, it's ridiculous.
Even in the 4 years that I've been really working the Kickstarter stuff, I've seen the international shipping cost almost double, to the point where on every campaign I put it in the campaign, like, if you live overseas, you probably should get the digital version of this book.
I know people who have gone full digital just if they live out of the country because they're like, we can't afford, there's no way you're going to pay twice as much for shipping as you are the comic.
Oh, honest to God, like, if a floppy on Kickstarter is 10, which I feel is a lot for a floppy, but when you're micro publishing, you have to price things a little higher just to break even. But if you're paying $10 for a comic, and then the shipping to Australia is $32 more, you know, like you're paying 3 times the amount of the comic just to ship it. It's crazy. Yeah. And I don't think there's an easy solution to it in terms of like the prices aren't going to go down. You know, so I don't really know what to do about that.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say that's tough, man. You're right. Like if somebody's gonna spend that kind of money, you've got to be like, this is the best damn comic ever.
Yeah, no. We work hard on our comics for sure, but are they the best damn comics in the history of the industry? Probably not. You know,
they're pretty fucking interesting.
We make good comics, but they're not. You know, I mean,
DoorDash.
I don't know. It's a tough time to live overseas, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, and Dylan will know. We have a couple of folks over in Australia, part of the Tyler Crook crew, and they just wait. Everything is going to be an omnibus. You know, if it isn't something like a major publisher that's sending stuff over, it's like wait for the omnibus because you can't afford to get every single issue shipped to you. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, last
I checked, it was a $25 minimum for anything to Australia.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I lose money on the shipping overseas. I'll set the overseas shipping costs lower than what they should be, and I'll eat that money just because I feel bad, like charging the full freight on that kind of stuff. And you know, hopefully it eats some of my profit margin on this stuff, but maybe it creates a more loyal reader or backer if I can save them a few dollars somewhere in the process.
Wait, I'm forgetting now because I've been doing a lot of the Kickstarter things lately. Was it you or was it somebody else that for an incentive for anybody who lived overseas automatically got an extra free comic that was one of their prior comics in the mix just because they knew that the shipping was expensive, so they gave them a free comic?
No, that wasn't me, but I'll steal that idea for sure.
There you go. I mean, it wasn't a bad idea because it was like, okay, you get as long as it's going, it's going to cost the same if I add one more comic to it or not. But it's a hard market to get into these days with the Kickstarter. I've been doing a lot, and it's just like, sorry.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm just scratching my leg. It is a hard market. It's a hard market to make $1, and it's a hard market to be a fan also.
I know this would be a ton of work, but too bad you couldn't set up connections with like LCS's overseas, that way you can at least get the books over there.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Dylan. I'm going to start doing that. Yeah, no, I think that's a good idea, Leo. And I have, I'm trying to build a master list of email addresses for comic shops here.
That's a great idea.
That is really very much a good idea.
And so like I can reach out and if it's overseas, like it's a shop in Australia, maybe I can find a way to come up with terms that, that make it more palatable for them to order books from the U.S. Yeah, the only real solution is to wait till something pops up on Amazon and order through Amazon, where they can subsidize the shipping quite a bit.
Yeah, we might be able to pull up a couple for you between. I mean, obviously not. Obviously, all the people, but some of us have, the friends that are the major comic geeks in different countries too. So
yeah, no,
some of the ideas of who's
great. I know a lot of the creators, but I don't know a lot of the retailers. Aside from the stores that I've done signings in and I've kept in touch with, like I'm not as plugged into the retail market. So any help there would be great. You're all hired. You're on staff now. Welcome.
Oh, hell yeah. I want to be the CFO.
You got it. we have like $36, so it's an easy CFO job.
Hell yeah. I can count to 36.
I loved in the first like 5 or 6 Kickstarter campaigns, and I mentioned it to you, and you were like, "Oh, is that what we are?" I didn't realize that you owned New Pain because in the list of stuff where it's like, and New Pain is blah, blah, all these people with their titles, and then it was like, and the plucky mascots, and it was you and Tom were listed as plucky mascots. I was like, oh,
Yeah, well, I mean, I try to,
like they do most of the stuff, don't they? But sorry, but
I don't know. I've tried to downplay a little bit that I'm the owner of the company. I don't know why. I just I don't really have a reason for it. I just feel I guess I feel like it's pretentious in a way to be like, oh, I'm the CEO or the president or what have you. Like right now, my son Jack is the president of the company on the Kickstarter page.
Oh yeah.
My niece is the director of marketing, and I'm still the plucky mascot, and I'm more comfortable with that.
isn't your Instagram at the pretentious Keith Champagne?
It is, yeah. It's supposed to be ironic because I try to be.
That's lovely. That's hilarious.
I'm actually the 12th comic book reader too.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track though because if you have to keep changing that, as the rankings go, and like, oh, that guy did a really bad beard this year, so you get to go up a little bit here or there. Then
I've got it printed on my banner, so I'm not changing it.
you just have like a little piece of tape that goes up and like marker over it,
Yeah,
You can do
it's
it. I
easy
try.
to do it. Just a piece of paper I can scribble out and write it on a piece of paper and tape it over.
Post it.
White out.
Oh my gosh, whiteout. My God. Haven't used that in forever.
How do you measure success with this new distribution?
Right now it's very basic. It's just not losing money. If and I don't expect our orders to be through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
I think like 500 copies of Electrician #1 is way too optimistic. I don't know if I'm going to get 200 copies ordered or 12. But there's a profit margin built into every single issue. So there are price breaks in the printing process. So if your print run is higher, the cost goes lower. So as long as I break even or don't lose money, that's my definition of success right now. And then hopefully the next book, like next month's solicit, will be Daybreak #1. I'm only going to put out one book next month.
Nice.
And then just try to build it. Try to make some money back and try to grow the audience.
Order Daybreak. It's really good. Watch past episodes of us with Keith. You can hear us talk about it then. It is a really amazing book.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Are
I'm
those the
very
only?
fond of Daybreak. That's my favorite book I've ever done. So,
Are those the only two going out for distribution right now?
I mean, that's my start is the trade paperback of The Switch and Electrician this month, and then next month will be Daybreak #1. And I'm trying to work out a system of like a certain amount of time has to pass between the Kickstarter before the book will be in the direct market. I want to give the Kickstarter backers an exclusive window on the books, so maybe a year.
That's good.
In between, to be fair to the backers.
And will it be different printings?
Yeah, different printings. The direct market books are more. Kickstarter books we use really high quality like paper. And the direct market books will be more the standard like Marvel DC paper.
Okay.
70-pound interior, 80-pound cover gloss. The stuff that people are used to. But we'll try to keep the production value higher end for the Kickstarter stuff because those books are going to be more expensive. They have to be.
Yeah.
But we'll try to make it worth it. And also extra stuff on the Kickstarters that won't be available through the direct market.
Yeah, I love reading through your scripts and like during the punch, the whole back and forth about how you eventually came up with the title of Punch. And otters are cute. Everybody loves otters. They have little hands. We
Yeah,
can do
that
this.
was all, that was all. Rich put that together. He collated all the emails that we had gone and the texts that we had gone back and forth on and put that together. That was nice.
It's so much fun to read. I
It
just
was
love it.
fantastic. Absolutely. I loved reading it.
Punch was my favorite, I have to
It
say.
literally.
I love that everybody has their own like little issues going on in there.
Yeah, the one with the Tourette's. You have seriously anger management. You got like it's great.
I love
plus talking animals.
Yeah, it was a lot. It's a lot of fun. Like Rich and I have a lot of fun creating that book, and it's fun to be a little more lighthearted, a little sillier, but still try to have, a depth of character underneath it. Unfortunately, like it's been the least successful.
It was so good.
Like that's the one that is barely funded every time.
Oh man!
But I was going really. Man.
Maybe it'll find a wider audience when we get to the direct market with it.
I really hope so. Like we're pushing it because it's so much fun. Oh my god!
Did you read number 3? I sent you number 3 the other day, right?
Yes, I did, and we don't show too much. Yeah, this is beginning. Okay, you can just show number 3, but you can show number 1.
Yeah, this is number.
The characters are all wonderful. The relationships that they have, the attitudes being dropped and stuff. Marshmallow,
I think like when you get the cartoon, Marshmallow better sound like Wolverine.
Oh yes. Did you see the cover of Marshmallow with the claws like Wolverine?
No, I don't think I did.
Aren't they reflecting the elephant? I forgot his name.
Oh, that's the homage to Hulk 340, right?
Dr. You mean Coconut?
Yes.
The Coconuts is the elephant. I think the cover you're thinking of, the homage to the Hulk cover with Wolverine reflecting the Hulk claws.
Yeah. Yep.
Except it's Marshmallow reflecting, I think it was Krampus.
Krampus.
Okay.
Krampus. Okay.
And that was by my friend Rich Miller. And I think I told Carrie last time we talked, because Rich was on the podcast. Rich was in the hospital at the time when he drew that cover. He had gone through a really tough battle with cancer and had just gotten out of surgery. And so he drew that cover on separate pieces of paper and then took pictures of them with his cell phone and sent me the pictures on the cell phone. And I put them together in Photoshop and printed them off and inked the cover on board.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, he went through the ringer. Luckily, he's okay now.
Good job, Leo. Like,
hey, look at that.
Yes, Marshmallow is my favorite. I have anger issues. Serious anger.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
They're giving me like the uniforms at first. At first glance, they remind me somewhat of the Doom Patrol.
Yeah, I can see
just
that.
a little bit, just a slight. I'm like, this is really cool. I really liked it.
So you sent us Uncovered. It's just available in digital, or are you going to do like a special print of this?
No, I mean Uncovered has been. We did 2 issues of Uncovered so far, which is just our cover collection. Because we luckily get to work with a lot of like amazing artists on our covers. So Uncovered is just the naked cover with no, logo or trade dress or anything. So we've had this guy here with the red pants. That's one of my covers for the next issue of Defense, and his name is The Phallus. So there's gonna be a slug on that cover. It's gonna say The Phallus is coming.
Oh Jesus! Of course it is. Of course it is.
Because I'm 12.
Yes, and I'm like, I love Tom's Electricia cover, but yeah, now that you said that,
that's hilarious.
Side by side. I always buy your covers. I might not on that one though, because that's almost lowbrow for me.
Well, wait till you see my Naked Truth cover then.
All right.
That's yeah.
Oh.
So this is all from Uncovered number 2, which was part of the 2-in-1 campaign with Jump number 4. They're both available and they're in the same Kickstarter.
If somebody goes up to your table at Terrificon and they're like having a tough time deciding which book to go with first, what would you recommend?
I usually recommend Daybreak. I feel like it's not all ages, like it's a little more not mature reader, but it's middle ground where it's got some language and stuff in there. But it's also fun. So I think it's good for teen readers. It's good for adult readers. So that's probably the first thing I usually recommend, and then the Switch or Electricia. Different books for different tastes. If you like sci-fi or time travel, then Jump might be the book for you. You try to find out what the reader likes. When I'm not ignoring the people at my table, I try to find out what they like, and then try to bring them, to a book that might fit their interest.
That's cool.
I'm gonna bring you some sidewalk chalk and let you
just
smiley faces.
And, I've written more Daybreak, by the way. I'm just waiting
Oh, really?
for Stefan to have time to draw it. But I'd like to get that out early next year.
Oh, that would be lovely. Please come back and let me know.
How do you keep all these stories straight? Like, you've got a lot coming and a lot already out, and how do you know you're not like taking ideas that they're all your own? Like this, do you keep a murder room?
No, I'm just I think I'm like Rain Man, or I'm just kind of counting the card in terms of, I don't know, like it seems like a lot, but like I wrote the new Daybreak stuff, months ago. So for me, it's in the past, and I won't really think about it again until Stefan starts drawing it. Like right now, the next book I have to write is Young Heroes in Love, which we're doing. And Deb, the artist, and I are doing Young Heroes in Love through New Pain, but they're older now. They're going to be middle-aged heroes in love. They've aged in the past 30 years since we've seen them in the comic. So that's the thing I got. That's the next one I play to write, and that'll be my full attention until I finish that. And then I'll go off to Deb, and I'll start thinking about the new thing, which might be this next Jump book that I can't get out of my mind now.
Do you write full scripts?
I do write full script, yeah.
Yeah.
And I've talked about this before. I only write full script for me, and then I give it, and I guess to make Carrie laugh too with my full scripts. But then I give it to the artist. I don't care if they follow the script exactly or if they break the panels down differently or whatever. I write full script the way I visualize the story, and then it's up to the artist to completely revisualize, tell the story their way. I'm not hands-on or clingy to it.
I'm gonna have to bring my autographed hard copy of Joker Year One to Terrificon for the 3rd year in a row, so that you can get a chance to read it, Jar. Because I've brought it, and Drew has read it and stuff, and it's wonderful. And I'm so glad. I'm so sad that it was never done, but I'm so glad that you wrote it, and you did get paid for that, right? I believe was.
Oh yeah, no, I got paid for it back in the day, yeah. But that was a big one for me. Like I feel like I might have had a different shape to my career if a couple of projects like Joker Year One that I wrote for DC had been finished and put out. So who knows the road less traveled, what that would have been.
It might have been amazing, and it also might have kept you from putting out the stories that are Keith Champagne. So
yeah, I think I would have got here eventually. Because there was always a growing frustration with the way the business works, or the way the big two work, or the way that I couldn't quite get over the hump at DC in terms of writing things. I was always an inker that could also write a little bit, not a writer that happens to ink. How I think of myself is I'm more of a writer than an artist. But I never could quite get that perception shifted with the big two. So I would have got to New Pain one way or the other, for sure.
I don't disparage your artwork at all, but I think of you as a writer, and maybe that's because
Thank you.
that's how I came into knowing you, was
Well, no,
more
thank you. I appreciate that.
reading you and like I admire artwork, and then I read a story and I connect immediately with the writing. And I mean, there's also storytelling in the artwork as well. But yeah, you I think of as a writer and an artist.
Hopefully, more in that order, which is how I think of myself. But I think a lot of the editors got to know me as an inker or an artist, and it's hard to shift that perception. Some guys like Rick Remender managed to do it, really well. With a couple of inkers that have like Palmiotti or Carl Kiesel, they both have, flipped the script. Whereas I had more trouble getting traction, where I wrote a lot of stuff for sure.
You need to open your own comic book shop.
I've thought about doing that too, but boy, the retail side is tough too.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it would feel as gratifying as actually making a comic. I have written for Marvel, Rod, yeah. I wrote some Spider-Man stuff for Marvel.
Speaking of comic shops, and since I apologize, I'm an utter nerd dork. I totally admit it. But while we were chatting here, I threw.
What show are you on?
So I threw this into AI, and I had it build me a list.
Oh my god!
Looks like there's only 51 comic shops in Australia.
51.
Wow.
So I got all 51 for you with their contact information, websites, emails.
You had AI do that, like as you were talking?
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Which AI did that?
That was the trading version of Claude. It is. Hold on one second. Fable 5.
That's really cool. Well, yeah, I know. I'll give you $5 for that list.
Oh,
look at that! We're already making money.
You're from Montville, so most likely we're related somehow. So I'll just.
Your bloods.
Oh, that's all right.
But neither of you are Slytherin at all. So no. Sorry, I do that every now and then. I live in a world that Harry Potter is like somewhat attached to, and so things like that just like happen. Okay, Carrie, good story. Thanks. Yep, let's have a drink. Okay.
I know this is totally off topic, but the guy that bought my mom's old farmhouse, he's going to turn it into a miniature farm. So it's going to be all miniature animals, like miniature cows, miniature goats, miniature horses.
Where in Oakdale was your mom's farm? Was it off 163 or?
Off. Do you know where the library was, or is? Yeah. Real close to there. A road called Velgoose.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that area.
Yeah. So go Velgoose. There's a very long private dirt road. My grandparents had like a couple hundred acres. They had a huge farm when they owned it. And then, they sold it over time. And my mom had 3 acres that we had a small family farm on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to stay at the snake house like the first time I came down, but instead he's like, no, maybe not. And so I'm like, okay. So I got a hotel room. And Leo's like, oh, you're staying at the haunted hotel.
Which
I'm
one
like,
did you
oh, yeah. No, well, that's the thing, Keith, is that in Norwich, Connecticut, every hotel is a haunted hotel. In all of the
New England.
coast.
Correct. Yes, I live in
entire
Maine.
East Coast, every hotel is haunted. I stay at the Hampton though, which is the one that they like. It's like you look out your window at the cemetery, and when you park your car, you're like 5 feet from a tombstone. So
yeah, they actually moved part of the cemetery to make room for the hotel.
yeah, and there's like maybe they didn't exactly get all the it's got that like kind of poltergeist kind of dramatic effect to it, but like I've had much worse experiences in Missouri than I have had like I've had like weird shit happen at hotels in Missouri. I mean, but we live in haunted houses here in my neck of the woods because we kind of draw them, and so it's not terrible. But yeah, Hampton, yeah, I mean, it is, but it wasn't bad. It was just like, your average run of the mill haunting. Nothing like, oh, we're going to kill you. Oh, let me throw your shit around. It was just kind of like, hey, I'm gonna sit here and hang out and stare at you for a while, okay? Okay.
Cool, love that.
If
Sure.
you
Anyway,
trifecta, also in Norwich, there's a pizza place that used to be a funeral home. And every time we pass, I make a bad joke to my wife. I often say, "Hey, at least I got to reuse the ovens,"
Oh God.
Oh man.
I love it. I absolutely
this is
love
why
it.
we love Leo. These
I love
minutes.
it. Absolutely.
That's
love
morbid,
it.
Leo.
That's lovely.
Dylan, you are definitely a Ravenclaw.
I approve.
See, I would want to be Slytherin or something like that, but I'm probably Hufflepuff.
I
1000%
am Slytherin. I've filled out like every single form. Keith, what are you? Do you read Harry Potter? Do you have no idea?
No, I mean,
It's
I know
like
Slytherin is like the evil one,
Yes.
but I don't know the
No,
rest.
Slytherin isn't evil. They are
They're not evil.
ambitious and cunning.
Yeah.
There just happen to be a lot of evil, ambitious, and cunning people out there in the world.
We saw this test. So my husband's 1000% a Ravenclaw. That there is not no.
They are knowledge for knowledge's sake.
That's it. That's him. That's all him. I am Gryffindor with Ravenclaw leanings because I am actual scientist. So there's like
I do have the bit of Ravenclaw because I'm.
It's like
How did we get on Harry Potter?
I don't know.
I don't know what language it is.
So, is there anything, when you do have some downtime, any books you're currently reading?
Yeah, I'm reading Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Yes, me too.
Check that out.
I listened to
Because everyone I see on social media is talking about Dungeon Crawler Carl. So I was like, well, I guess I'll try this out myself and see what's up. I don't love it so far. I'm like 100%.
Okay, you were gonna be my. Do I stay or do I go now on that one? Because I haven't decided yet. And if you're not loving it, I'll talk to you more at Terrificon and see.
Yeah, I mean, it might get better. It takes time to build the story and establish characters and stuff. But so far, I'm reading it, but it's not making me want to read it more. It's not compelling me to dive in. But I'm in the minority because it seems like they're hugely popular books.
That one and Brett Bean's new one there, Dork, seem to be taking the world by storm. I tried out Dork. I was like you on Dungeon Crawler Carl. I was like, it was interesting, but it didn't like woo me.
I can't go to a single comic book site or crowdfunding site or pop culture site without coming across something from Dungeon Crawler Carl. He's in all of my YouTubes when I'm watching them and they throw up an ad. He's there. I don't even know what it is. I just know that it's everywhere. And they have a hell of a marketing campaign.
Audibles was pushing it hard too.
Don't ever do that.
Don't ever.
When you get huge, Keith, when you're there and you're like, well, I have like $3 million to throw out for my campaign. I'm going to push the same book vaguely on every form of social media that there is.
God, that's so annoying, honestly.
All right, I'll just do half the social medias.
I disagree. I think you should totally sell out everywhere and just be like, I'm here. Take me now.
Okay, I'll do that too.
I am hot. I can play cribbage and I write and I draw this shit that's amazing. But then also add like, and it's about this. Because that's the one thing. I don't know what Dungeon Crawler Carl is about. and I've seen ads for it everywhere, but all I know is the name.
The name kind of says it all.
I mean,
It's a guy named Carl has to make it through like this dungeon.
okay, as a gamer, I'm like, is this something that's written from like an MMORPG thing? Is it written like an RPG? Is it just a story about a fantasy world where a guy is doing the thing? It has me very confused because there are so many gaming platforms and things out there right now where people follow gamers and do stuff. But I'm like, I don't know what you're writing about. If this is just a pure fantasy story, you're making me think that I'm trying to figure out how to play a game with you.
Well, I mean, this one has aliens in it too.
Okay.
So I mean, it's it's covering all the bases.
Are there dinosaurs though?
Maybe. I mean, I'm only 100 pages in. They could
Okay.
show up later.
Have you encountered an ape?
No. No.
We had this discussion the other night, and whenever I think of apes, I think of you, and every time I see somebody draw an ape, I want to like take a screenshot and send it to you, or buy the original art and like give it to you, and I'm just like, this is like the thing. And uh, Dylan's on here. We do the Tyler Crook comic book cooldown thing, and he's been drawing this comic with the crew, and one of the characters is Bobo the. Is it a Bobano, or what is the name of the ape species or chimp kind of looking thing that?
Baboon?
No,
No,
it's like a Bobo.
yeah, something like that. I'm just like, Keith would love this. Keith needs to see this. So I'm gonna like start sending you pictures of this.
Yeah, no, you should definitely do that for sure. You know, I broke my streak because there's no ape characters in Naked Truth.
Oh no.
I know, right?
Well, that's just issue 1 though, right? Or is that?
It's a one shot, so
Oh, it's going to be a 1.
yeah, I'm gonna do several. If it does, okay, I'll do
On
it.
on that one. How difficult is it putting out a book with nudity?
So far, it's really easy because I haven't put it out yet. We'll see. We'll see what happens when the Kickstarter campaign starts to run. I tried to make a book with nudity that it's
Is necessary.
fundamental to the character, but also have a real story. So people pick it up and they're like, "Oh, I'm going to buy this titty book." When they read it, they might be like, "Wait a minute, this is actually a good comic too."
Son of a bitch! I've been educated.
No, well, definitely not educated, but hopefully, enjoyed it for more than just the naked character.
You have to have a moment in the end though, where like Bobo the custodian is just like sweeping things up in the background, just a little cameo, like a little like 1 inch by 2 inch panel where he's just like.
Maybe I'll do a patch of the art. I sent it to print the other day. Maybe
Well, damn.
Well, it's too late for the Terrificon edition anyway. But who knows? We still have time with the Kickstarter.
There you go. This is why you need to talk to me, Keith.
I know.
I have ideas. It's not a Keith Champagne book if there's not some sort of simian involved.
Well, we'll come back with a vengeance. I'm going to do a whole book of just apes, like the Avengers of Apes or something like that.
You know what you should
Just
do?
don't make all them naked.
What should I do, Leo?
Like Mad Magazine, it had the the little comics, along the edge. You should start doing like those little ape comics in every book.
In the margins, kind of like. All right. I'll take all the good ideas.
Oh, and Dylan would like there's a different Keith that joins us on the other show. What are your feelings about dinosaurs? We're really big on dinosaurs over there. Are you a dinosaur man or not?
My feelings?
Do they talk?
Yes. Your particular feelings. They don't have to talk. Just them existing within a comic book.
I can go either way with it, I guess. It doesn't really. If there's an interesting way to use a dinosaur, then I think that. Like one idea I pitched to Marvel at one time was I wanted Devil Dinosaur to be Marvel's Godzilla. But they had plans for Devil Dinosaur at the time and it didn't work out. But I thought that would be an interesting way to use a dinosaur. So if there's something different to do with it, for sure. If it's just like another velociraptor running around hunting people, kind of bored with that. Kind of, we've all been there and seen that like a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom has a Jurassic Park addiction. It's terrible. It's mostly because it puts her to sleep, but every time I go and hang out at her house, she's like, "Okay, and it's bedtime now. Let's put on Jurassic World. Let's put on." I'm just like,
Well, I mean, if it's terrible addiction, the movies are terrible too, so it lines up.
So it's
puts
like
her
her
to sleep.
comfort. It's her comfort movie.
Yeah, no, I get it for sure.
Yeah, that and Thor Ragnarok are the movies that put her to sleep. So she's like,
All right.
bedtime.
Yeah, I've been watching once in a while. I'll put on an old episode of Love Boat. Just to kind of unwind
Oh my gosh.
a little bit.
We're,
Boy, those are terrible, but I love them.
I watched
They are
Bob's,
terrible.
after a
Have you
long
seen-
day, I actually watched Bob's Burgers.
I've never seen that.
I don't know. It's just I don't know why, but I like it. I don't know why, but
Yeah, we
John-
all have things, right?
John Centris and Franco are doing a whole series of rewatching The Love Boat from the
Oh
beginning,
yeah. I
and
was
then
trying
like
to think of.
discussing the episodes as they go. So, if you enjoy The Love Boat, I think I would be more of a
That's kind of what
revisit
I
Fantasy
doing. I
Island.
started from the
but-
beginning of it, and I really enjoy the guest stars that pop up in every episode. Like this, it's like a who's who of Hollywood at that time. Like everyone's in that show at one point or another. But the actual shows suck.
I started rewatching.
Maybe they
Jane
did it in
Austen.
1977. I don't know. Maybe that was like cutting edge TV back then. But they don't translate well to the modern viewer, I guess.
I totally I highly suggest watching St. Elsewhere because it is a cast of like insane who they all ended up becoming and stuff, and it's just amazing. It's a great show, and it encompasses because of the way that they ended it. And I won't spoil that for anybody, even though it's 40 years past or something since the last episode. But there's like the way that it ends ties in a universe where there's like over 200 different movies or television shows that all belong now to the same universe because of the way that they did things. So
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even Cheers, because Cheers was like on Wings, and then Wings is connected to it somehow, and yeah, it's pretty crazy. We are running on time. Was there any last questions before we close things up?
I was just wondering if people don't have an LCS, because I live out in the woods and it's a good hour ride to my LCS. What's the best way to get a hold of these books besides the LCS? Is there a website that we can all go to that Leo has on the Splash Pages website?
Yeah, it's newpainpro.bigcartel.com. Definitely one area where I'm really lagging behind is an internet presence for New Pain. And that's something that we have to tackle coming up. But so we have a shop front though through Big Cartel where people can pick up the books. Actually, I have to get around to adding like the last few to the online store. But those are the Kickstarter editions, with the heavier paper and the production values and everything.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And don't worry, you have a hub on our page. Leo will
Yeah.
explain.
Yeah, yeah, we have that, and also in the show notes up above or down below, depending on where you're watching or listening. We have all your links there. But yeah, pretty sure we have a creator page for you.
Hurry up, Leo.
At your fingertips. Come on, monkey. Perform.
Okay, we'll wrap things up. Carrie, do you want to bring us out?
Sure. Hey guys, I am going to be at Ocon Expo this weekend over at the look it up online. It's the like Great America Center, but it's changed names a couple of times. It's right across the river in Iowa, but it's in Omaha Con. I'm be doing a panel with Andy Parks and Phil Hester about Ignition Press. And then we're all getting ready to go to Terrificon really soon, where we're gonna hang out with Keith and I'm gonna play some cribbage. If you want to find me, look Gary Sanders on Facebook. That is the only thing that I actually pay attention to. I subscribe to all these other things. I'm not there. If you want to reach me, go there. You see a judgmental crow? That is me.
Speaking of Terrificon, Keith, what other cons do you have coming up?
This weekend, I'll be in Randolph, New Jersey for QBCon, which I'm really happy to be doing. It's all Kubert School graduates.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm looking forward to going back to the Kubert School environment for the Saturday coming up. And then after that, it'll be the good old Terrificon. And then I think I only have 2 shows after that this year. I haven't done a lot of shows this year deliberately. So I think just 2 left, Baltimore and FallCon in Minnesota.
Nice. Well, we'll definitely can't wait to see you in Terrificon. Jar Jar.
Hey, I'm going to play the role of Drew right now and tell you who we have coming up next week.
Please do.
Hold on, I got to lay down for this.
Oh, don't.
That was a good joke, right?
Yes. Very good.
Next week we have Saladin Ahmed. If you're all ready for that, that's going to be fantastic. And then, as everybody said, we're on the road to Terrificon. Find me on Facebook. I also do a Twitch, and that's about it for me.
MJ.
Hello. Hey guys, like everyone's mentioned, really getting ready for Terrificon. You can find me the most quickest way to get hold of me is my Instagram at the Cheery Goth. You'll see a lot of my cosplay builds, conventions, photos, things like that.
Awesome. Well, on that note, we'll catch you guys later. Bye.
Love you too, Dylan. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody.